Okay. Let's try my luck today. See how we do. Hey Google, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Okay, a 2. Alright. 7. 3. No, nothing. Yikes. I'll just go with this. Okay. That's fine. Okay, attempt number 2. Let's see. What do I do? What do I do? Come on, 1, 2, 3. No. Man, I'm not having good luck with this game. I could have gotten 1,000 there. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Let's see. Well, that's not great. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Okay, we got like kind of a win. I guess like anything above 1,000 is like a win in my book. So obviously 6, 21, 23, and 24. Those are all good in my book. Oh yeah, 21 if I didn't say that. Okay, well, let's just jump straight into the main story quest and continue that. Because I feel like we're getting to some really good stuff right now, so... We're going to go back to Othard. Yeah. I'm thinking some crazy stuff might happen soon. I have no idea, like, how close I am to Shadowbringers. I have not the slightest clue, but I guess it's kind of the fun part of not knowing. So I'm not really sure what to expect. And you're not telling? That's good. That's good. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh yeah, so we're going to the Azim Steppe. That's right. We're going to go talk to the Zala? In the field of etherology, the Azim Steppe remains unbroken ground. Having missed your last expedition through injury, I mean to seize this opportunity with both hands. I'm glad Yashtola with us. It's really nice to see more of her. The Azim Steppe. I always wanted to see it. The reigning Ruby Princess is more receptive to the outside world than her predecessor. It is true, but what we offer is an invitation to war. Though I would plead our case, I fear we can expect little of Suino Sato. Oh, shakshuka. Salmon muffin. Rooibos tea. Yum. It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim Steppe with the Scions. Yagiri and Hakuro, I leave our other neighbors to you. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. Alize, why not? I'm no etherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be any of great use to the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the berm warrant attention. And so, while you are away securing our energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Alize should stay with us, right? Like, I'm kind of worried on sending her off on her own. Yeah, can we not get Tataru to do it? I kind of want to, like, you know, plead for her to join us. I'm sure she'd love the burn. Jokings aside, I was planning to enlist her help with organizing everything. but we'll still need a sign on the ground. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll manage without me. Good luck. Just the three of us then. Very well. Should we make first for a reunion? I guess I could just teleport there. It's a fine feeling to be back. Were it not for our mission, I would like nothing more than to lie on the grass and watch the clouds float by. Oh, that sounds so nice right now. That'd be lovely. This is the step. The tales do not do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait until we reach higher ground. Actually, seeing as it's your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
But not his purpose, I trust.
Oh, come on,
Might
Yestola,
this
we
be
can
a
take a
fitting
moment.
to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
I forget. I might be misremembering this or completely off, but was Azizla made with like soil from the burn? Am I remembering that correctly? An intriguing myth, though I wonder how Nama came to be woven into it. An elegant hand, perhaps. From here, we shall travel to Ilor. There, we can ask Serena about the particulars of the myth and raise the matter of the alliance with the rulers of the steppe. I remember correctly? Okay, good. Was that prior to the burn, like looking how it is currently, or is... Hey, Badger, how's it going? Welcome. So that is Serena. Okay, it is why it is now. Okay, gotcha. I'm assuming because they just like bled the earth of the like ether. Because I know they also mentioned like a whole bunch of primals were summoned in the burn. That's kind of also why the ether was drained, and then that's kind of why the Garleans don't like primals, because they saw all the primals in the burn. I'm trying to like put pieces together. I'm a little lost on that. Yeah, I'm doing good too, Badger. Good to see you. So that is Serena. He's told me something of the woman, but I do not think that we would ever have the occasion to meet. Oh, it's good to see Serena again. It's been a while. It was like such a long time ago that we were like here. Then tell me, do you notice anything different about the mole? How they carry themselves? That, my friend, is pride. I do believe their victory in the Nadam meant more to them than I realized. Ian, Plunko, I'm glad of your visit and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you? There is a matter I will discuss with the mole. It concerns not only the people of the steppes, but of every land in the Far East. A shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul, and you need this to protect our lands. I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of this place where it lies buried? This northern crag? If that is your wish, in the mountains to the north there is a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legends hold to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe, you'll find what you seek. Ah, yes, I know the place. Just a brisk walk from here. And what are your thoughts of an alliance? Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However, among the tribes of the steppes, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. This is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars will provide what you seek. Ere you risk the ire of the followers of Nama, might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If it falls as you hoped, we may then consider how best to earn their blessing. I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those with whom I would join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, the decision will shape the days to come, and we would not force others into war against their will. Nor we. 100-fold stronger are they who choose to fight on their own accord. This tea seems really good. I guess these food items do give you like stat bonuses, but I'm not really sure like how much, like how noticeable that actually is. Just been kind of using it more for like, I don't know, the XP bonus. Serena is quite right. Before we seek permission to use these pillars, we should determine if they are suitable for our purposes. In a place such as the steppe, where myriad tribes exist side by side, it is important to respect each other's ways, and it would be wise indeed to respect the beliefs of those who would gladly render body and soul to the Duskmother. The Will of the Moon. It seems the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. Is Serena coming with us, or is it just... I'm assuming it's just us. I feel like I wandered in here at one point. I just didn't really know what it was. It's pretty crazy, though. Well, it certainly looks powerful, but powerful enough that you'll have to ask the experts.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an Allegan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Aziz's La from its surroundings.
Okay.
But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So it seems like ether is kind of... It's like a power source, but it's also like a life force in a way. And like if ether is drained from an area, then it kind of like withers away and dies.
What is it?
And that's part of why the primal threats are so
While the device itself
extreme.
harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area.
Because they kind of drain the land of ether.
An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
Can I fly around this at all? Oh, I can. Interesting. Any secrets? No. I do wish there was more secrets kind of hidden around. I don't really know what those secrets would be, but just kind of like fun stuff to explore. Or if there was some like, oh, I guess there is like the treasure hunting thing. I think I've only done that a couple times, so. Well, it looks like I was right about the pillars. Now all we need is permission to use them. That such an abundant source of ether could lie undisturbed for millennia. It is a miracle made possible by the steppes' long history of isolation. You found that which you seek then? Great indeed is the Dust Mother's power. If not, less will suffice to protect our lands. The blessing of the other tribes must now be sought. Of course, but to which tribe should we appeal? There are many who worship Nama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Dothal. Their consent shall be the key, or their consent shall be the key. The Dothral least spoke of them, a warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and beliefs. I sense their cooperation will not be easily won. Nay, but it will be worth the effort. The Dothral fear nothing, death least of all, and our alliance will be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to Dothral Ka and treat with their Kutun, Sadu. Bye, Serena. I wish you went with us. While you meet with the Dothral, I shall send message to the other tribes. If Sadu can be swayed, I'm certain more will follow. Oh, that's right. They were down over this way. Yeah, they're the tribe that thought like people can kind of like resurrect in a way. So they kind of aren't afraid of death because anybody who dies, like they'll come back as like a different person. Okay, so this is the Nama Desert. For a second I thought like this might be like part of the burn, but no, it's like a desert. Got it. Oh, okay. I'm assuming this is probably the burn then, like this giant kind of gray area. Oh, this might be the giant, that like giant worm carcass that I saw in the last dungeon I did. Yeah, like the burn. Because there's that giant, like worm thing where we fought that last boss. Interesting. Okay, so I wonder if this is, yeah, this is part of the burn. Neat. I wonder if like these clouds will ever be uncovered, like for me at all. Like I don't know if they're just permanently like this, like the map's always going to be looking like this, or if maybe as I go to future expansions, part of this kind of area will be uncovered. Because I'm assuming it's marking like all of the Garlean territory. Like here's Garlemald, and this is kind of like all the hidden Garlean territory. But there's still like, you know, there's this island down there. There's this bigger island with some sort of city. There's this island up here, which I forget what this was. There's this up here as well. I wonder if like all this stuff will be used at some point. Interesting. There's also like this kind of like maybe snowy region, like mountainous snowy region up here. Okay, let's go talk to Sadu. Great faith gives rise to great strength. For better or worse, whatever it is the Dothral holds sacred, we would do well to accord it all respect. Despite her fondness for battle, Sadu is an astute leader. If we plead our case in earnest, I am certain she can be persuaded. You again? Other matters demand our time, Kagan, unless it is battle you seek. Alas not. Quite the opposite, in fact. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power? Of course they do. They're the source of Nama's strength. To the Dothral, no place is more sacred, and we will make ash of any who would defile it, though I see this is not your wish. You see the wisdom of our proposition, then. Will you join hands with us? I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the men of iron, I would have something in return. Okay, so she'll let us use the crystal, but not... Okay, but not like actually go and fight unless we do something in return. Namely battle with you, Kagan. With me? The not unended ere to begin. I would face you again, alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and you shall have the Dothral as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms. I'm fine with that. Well, this is not wholly unexpected turn of events. Though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight, alas, the Khatun has made her choice. Shall we dance? I like that. That's good. I mean, come on, Lord Hien. Like, I respect you, but I am the warrior of light. Like, I am the better soldier, the better warrior. It shall be a battle this step shall not soon forget. Ah, already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Kagan, and await me outside the car. I will gather my witnesses and join you anon. Count on me. Why are you still here? Go, wait out for me outside the car. I will join you soon enough. Alright, where are we going? Over here. Oh, I didn't even notice this giant thing. What an interesting statue. This is kind of crazy. Hiding in the bush worked. Oh wait, have you been following me? I didn't know you were there. Huge tracts of land. Yeah, I didn't want to comment on that part of the statue, Uglo, but yeah, it is kind of silly. Feels like a little silly. Oh, welcome, Badger. How's it going? Hello. Oh, that's a cool dragon. I like the color. Why is it so small though? Feels like you're way too big for that. Like a Lalafell sized dragon. Alright, let's see here. Try as I might, I fail to see the logic in this agreement or arrangement, but I can conclude there is none. Ooh, wait. Are these all? Wait, what are these all? Are these all like primal mounts or something? Like trial mounts? I'm assuming so, yeah. When I was little, I would stride up to Gosetsu, wooden sword in hand, and challenge him. To his great credit, he never held back, and I had many a bump and bruises to show for it. Oh, Shadowbringer's thing? Oh, nice. Got some stuff to look forward to then. Alright, level sync time. Oh, we're going out to like the desert area. Oh wait, no, this is the same place. Yeah, I'm still in Stormblood.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Hahn.
Not quite to Shadowbringers yet.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dathal. In the heat of battle, do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong, that we may rise higher. That is our way, the way of might. There is no other.
Oh yeah, like the kamui that I have, or the birds, the horses.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
It's okay, Yustola.
Indeed.
It'll be
It's what
fine. I can
makes them
handle this.
such dangerous enemies and such useful allies.
I'm not worried.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
Alright, let's do it. Wait, this is really easy. Okay, no, it's not done yet. I was like, this is going by way too fast.
In death, sing!
Okay. Oh yeah, I like her a lot. She's great. I think her and Serena are my favorite from like this zone. Yeah, yeah, totally agree. Or how many times have I beat you? Oh, who are these guys? Interesting. Oh no, I couldn't get out of the way in time. Wait, are they just getting their health back, or can I actually defeat these guys? Okay. Looks like they're good.
In death do our souls sing!
Oh, I do collect mounts. Yeah, I've been getting all the other like extreme trial mounts, so yeah, I'm not sure like how hard the Shadowbringers ones would be, but I'm always up for help. I'd be very appreciative.
How it burns!
Yeah, because I just recently got all of the wolf mounts for Stormblood. Oh, they're pretty brutal. Oh man. Yeah, I'm kind of curious on like, because I'm assuming I probably can't. Like, there's no way I could solo, you know, Shadowbringers Extreme Trials. But is it something where it's like, oh, just like 2 or 3 people is fine, or is it kind of at that point where like you need like a good group actually?
In death do our souls sing!
A lot of stack and split mechanics. Oh, so you need like 6 to 8 people. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'd be down to like try to find a group for those. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so! Come! We have only just begun.
Yeah, this voice actor is doing a great job.
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Who put you in charge, Magni? I ain't gotta listen to you.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
What? I'm sorry, what now? Wait, why you say that? Did I miss something?
The sun will never set. From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever.
Is this funny? Oh boy, things are getting complicated.
Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe?
Is he gonna join the battle?
Waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman, you who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Oranir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
Oh boy.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
your place!
Okay, Lord
Forgive me,
Ian.
Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothar.
Oh, I thought he was gonna join in too in the fight. Like an all-out brawl.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didacul, join me.
Oh, maybe it will be a brawl, actually. Looks like Y'shtola came up to him.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Alright, getting crazy now.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this, but if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
Y'shtola's voice actor is so good. Alright, let's do it. Oh wait, okay, this is the best day ever. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna play as Y'shtola? Okay, this game is the best game ever. Are you serious? I am Y'shtola now. Wait, what do I have? Oh, am I like a white mage? Oh yeah, I am. Stone for the 7th Dawn. Arrow to the 7th Dawn. Here. Etherwell restores MP. I don't know that Y'shtola was a white mage. Interesting. This is so cool. This is so cool. What the heck? First Alphino and now Y'shtola. This is wild. So wild. Well, I don't know if she was just like, you know, something kind of more like, I don't know, different. I kind of forget that like all of the Scions have like a job that I could have. I thought she was just kind of something more like generic and basic, like just, I don't know. I never really gave much thought.
Bow down before me!
Oh, what is a safe area? Okay, I was not in the right place. Well, now I know what it's like to be a cat girl. It's a lot different from controlling a Lalafell. It's like a whole different game now. Oh, Lord Ian, I probably should be healing you. Yikes. Oof. Oh, no, I gotta restart from the beginning? Oh, no, that's rough. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. Can I skip these cutscenes? Sorry about that, guys. That was a little rough. Got too distracted by the cat girl. Oh no, I gotta do this all over again. It sucks there's no, like, checkpoints. Well, I guess it means we get to spend more time as Y'shtola, though. That's good.
do our souls sing!
Luckily, like, this part isn't too bad. Oh, nice. I was able to kill them all before they moved too far away. Oh, I didn't dodge that, though.
In death do our souls sing! How it burns! In death do our souls sing!
Okay, I guess we can skip all this part again, too.
Yes! Yeah!
Okay, back to Y'shtola. Back to this part. Oh, it's so cool, though. It's so cool. This is like my only experience of like somebody other than a Lalafell. Whee! Why does she have like the cat girl arms when she jumps? Like from that dance. God, so silly. Alright, let's carry on with this fight. Hopefully not mess it up this time. Make sure Lord Hien's alive too.
Bow down before me!
Oh, do I need to attack? I just realized I probably should attack these to stop the AoE attack, yeah. Oh, could you imagine if I died again? We're good, 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 we're good.
Mark well and learn!
Let's give Lord Hien some health, get him back up, and try again.
Concentrate!
Oh my god, he just took so much damage. Come on, Lord Hien, you're better than that. Come on. I was thinking his ass kicked. Lord Hien. Come on, dude.
Bow
Come
down
on.
before me! Mark well and learn!
Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's just that easy. Oh, okay. All right. All right, Lord Hien. I take back everything I just said. Just kicked ass right there.
Or die! Bow down before me! tremble before the sun.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, this axe is not breaking. Wait. Oh, he's over here. I'm trying.
Let us be about it.
Oh, damn, okay. Yeah, I take back everything I said, Lordian. You're doing a great job. Oh no. Ah! Okay, we're good. It wasn't that bad.
Ether, to me.
Alright.
How about you?
See, you say she's a white mage, but then she does crazy stuff like this. Like, what was that spell? That was insane. Only one mage gets carried too? Yeah. Nice job, everybody.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. 'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Narma's power is yours to wield.
Nice.
What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy.
Yay.
It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
You? By what are you called?
That's a cat girl.
You stole her. Why?
Are you?
Oh no.
Are you my Nama?
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your
I
healing
beg your
touch
pardon?
the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might
Oh,
not be a
no.
woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain.
That's not the person you want to go for.
Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
I am not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Oh my god, that's soul crushing. She just had very pretty eyes though. She has a very dreamy face. Oh no, so soul crushing.
Little son! Little son! sun. Crave you salve to soothe the ache. Fire to sear the wound in your heart.
Okay, you don't need to like rub it in. This dude just got his soul crushed, and yeah, Sada's just like throwing salt in the wound.
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits
Oh
for
god, they're
word
gonna
of our
fight again, aren't
success.
they? Oh, that was the best. That was probably the best moment ever. That was so good. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, you're totally just like she didn't even care. Just walked right through it all. Like, I got no time for this. Let these children, meddle amongst themselves. Oh, that was great. That was amazing. How you doing, Yestola? Are you doing okay? Offended? Not in the least. I am no stranger to clumsy propositions, and that, believe it or not, was far from the worst I have heard. Oh, man. We won, we're out, yeah. Magnai's unannounced appearance had me worried for a moment, but it was not his day to shine. Still, I cannot fault the man's bravery. The bravery for fighting or the bravery for hitting on Yestola? Because I feel like both those require a lot of bravery. He doesn't have the worst game in the world. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Yestola is saying that she's seen worse. You had to not only contend with Sadu, but Magnai too? Such a fierce battle that must have been. Were you, yet here you stand, triumphant. Having passed such a test, they could not well deny you their allegiance. The mole will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. This steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there is none I would rather have at my side. God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send word when we have answered from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Serena. None of this would have been possible without you. Yeah, you're the best, Serena. You're the best. So adorable. Though we have no love for war, we love our home fiercely. Should the steppe be threatened, we will rise up to protect it, as will full many other tribes, I believe. Who's the best Komai, Serena? She's so sweet and friendly and helpful and great. And so our alliance begins to take shape. Now, if we can just get the ether flowing again, it will have been a successful trip. Wow, I'm getting a lot of emotes this post game. We have the requisite consent. 'Tis time to put Nama's power to use. If ether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the Ironworks engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. What a fun time. What a good moment. Some nice respite from the sad stories that we've kind of been experiencing. Yeah, no, you're totally right. This has been great so far. This has been thoroughly enjoyable. Having a lovely time. I would not have the first idea how to awaken such a contraption, let alone control it, but then I'm not an Archon of Charlian. I shall begin at once. You may wish to step back.
Did it work?
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
What a very successful trip. I do not pretend to understand what you did, Yashtola, but you did it. Thanks to you and Plumko, of course, we've taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe the rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Agreed. The others may already have returned from their missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado, then. Sorry, 1 second. All right, back to the Enclave. Lord Heen is expecting you. May I show you in? Yes. My lord informs me you were instrumental to the success of his mission to the Azim Steppe. Though we hope to make many more allies, we could wish for no better than you and your fellow scions. Each of the factions lent an ear to our petition. It is anticipated, however, many are unwilling to do any more than that. Oh, thank you so much, Ninja, for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Everyone has returned. Excellent. Time to take stock. Yeah, it's been going good so far. I've been loving the story. It's been great. It would seem we are the last to arrive. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take it all went well on the Azim Steppe. Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Totaro and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure that the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out to the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. Thank you for engaging their services on our behalf. The minutiae of the arrangement you may leave to me. Which just leaves a small matter of our alliance. So, Yagiri and Hakuro, how fare you with our neighbors? My lord, all the factions we approached are in agreement that the Empire poses a threat, and many responded positively to talks of an alliance. From Hingashi to Suino Sato, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not speak its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in conflict. Just as we suspected. Then, well, there is naught to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that we have amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Domo's defenses, for the time being at least, all of which means I may leave for the meeting in All Amigo with a lighter heart. Igiri Hakuro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting, then. Take the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in All Amiga Quarter by now. Where's Kryl, though? There's been, no mention of Kryl at all. Then let us not keep him waiting, shall we? Did I, miss something? Is she busy somewhere, or what's going on? As I mentioned, I have missives to write and some few other matters to attend to ere I depart. See you anon, my friend. I mean, I guess they haven't really mentioned, like, Urianger either, so... must just be off, like, doing their own thing. I knew full well how Ngashi and Suino Sato would respond, yet it did not to lessen the disappointment when they finally stopped equivocating. Are you perchance familiar with Nagxia? It is the region to the south and west of Yangxia, and home to several Sol nations. Such people will understand the value of an alliance, and thus did many of them receive our proposal most favorably. Interesting. Alright. Off to the call. I feel like this might be like a big moment. We'll see though. I mean, it seems like, you know, a talk with all of the like alliance leaders will be pretty big. But I guess like there probably won't be any new information, right? Because I feel like we kind of know everything that everybody else knows. Unless like Thancred has more information. Like I don't know if any of the like alliance leaders have like new stuff to tell us. Let us hope that the coming meeting passes more peaceably than the last such gathering in Alamiko. It occurs to me, this will be the first time I meet the leaders of the Alliance in the official capacity. More stiff greetings, pleasantries, formalities. Does that sound about right? Y'shtola has told me all, and I duly told Urianger and Kral. There we go, there's the mention. Kral in particular was concerned about Alphino, but I assured her that everything that can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own task for the time being, on the condition that I contact her the moment there's any development. Okay, so like she's off doing her own thing. That leaves 4 of us to attend the council. Arnvald is here to assist with security. Incidentally, though, the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphino, I expect. Ah, but it's almost time. As soon as you're ready, present yourself to the guardsman at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. There's gonna be an ad that's about to play, so I might take a quick little break, wait for this ad to play, and then I'll be back and we can kind of get things started. So just give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. Yeah, you got turbo. You don't need to worry about that. All right, let's give it a few minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, should be good now. All right, let's jump into it. Ah, the sign of the seventh dawn. Welcome to Alamico. The alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? Yes. I assumed that several cutscenes would play in sequence. I assumed. Oh boy, I'm ready. Get strapped in. Oh, look at all of us.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alisaie, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea?
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
I just want to say one thing, because I just can't stop looking at it. But everybody's sitting in like height order, from like tallest to shortest, and tallest to shortest. I'm sorry, I couldn't stop looking at that, but we'll continue. We'll continue. It's I don't know why it's so silly to me.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. Were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne.
Okay, this is good, like, reminder to Garlemald lore.
It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent. Family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I think it's a great plan.
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
I love a good bit of subterfuge.
That way. Sorrow. History must be changed.
Who is this?
Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
It's happening to all the silence.
Spies in our midst.
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
I don't know if I like know that voice. Hey, Mr. Lovato. Hey,
Is it over?
how's it going? Oh god, Thancred.
Master Thancred!
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Oh, no worries, Mr. Lovato. It's good to see you. I feel bad about that.
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alizé and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
But who would have called us? It didn't seem like malicious. It seemed more of a warning. Like, it didn't seem like they're trying to hurt us.
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
Oh, Thancred.
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian La Habrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Was it maybe the Shadow Hunter guy? No, because I don't think the voice is the same.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Yeah, I mean, this seems like some pretty big spoilers. When will I not be doing 14 again? Like, when will I not be playing 14? I think next Monday I'm going to do Vintage Story.
Thank
I'll
you.
be playing that on Monday. But yeah, this seems like some pretty big, like, you know, story moments and spoilers, so. Yeah.
As the Elder Seedseer says,
Maybe one day
"'Tis
I'll
no
get back to
ordinary
Rimworld.
individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement."
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Yeah, you take care, Miss Lovato. It was good seeing you. I won't be on this weekend, so I hope you have a ghost your weekend. And hope I'll see you Monday. Ooh, oh boy. Okay, so yeah, I have no idea like who called us. I don't know if it was like a new character, maybe somebody we've met in the past. But I'm trying to think of like all the people we've met in the past, and I can't like think of anybody that would warn us in that way. And I feel like the Shadow Hunter, you know, he's never really like cared to talk to us before, so why would he communicate us with like now, and why would he do it in that way? But if the Shadow Hunter's killed like as many Ascians as I think he has, then he must be like incredibly powerful. I don't know, lots of stuff to think about. I feel very bad for Thancred though. Never have I encountered such phenomenon. If this is magic, it is beyond my king. Don't worry about Thancred. We'll send word as soon as there's any change. If the Ascians are indeed responsible, we must take steps to protect ourselves, though I know not how. But yeah, I mean, maybe it was the Ascians, but it seemed kind of more like a warning, not like a threat or something malicious. Like it kind of almost felt like, hey, like really bad stuff's about to happen. I don't know though. I just tried to call Urianger on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dare to hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Ah, Urianger. Something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. A disembodied voice suddenly started... But... What? But that's... We should talk about this in person. Alright, we'll meet you there. That was Urianger. He heard the voice too. In Thanalan? As we alone were afflicted about the meeting. I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Urianger, then there could be no little doubt. The sirens were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question, one to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. I'm assuming probably Kryl maybe heard it as well, and possibly Alphino? I shall be interested to hear how Urianger's experience compares to our own. Back to the Waking Sands. Urianger agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. If any others heard the voice, we'll find out soon enough. Some strong signal if Alfie heard it. Are you saying maybe it's like localized to Eorzea and not like to the other side of the continent? Good luck. I should get back to the meeting of the Elder Seedseer. But if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. Right, let us be on our way. Maybe it was some like god-like being, like Hydaelyn?
Urianger! God, it's good to see you.
This guy? What do you mean this guy?
Under
Urianger?
happier circumstances.
I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
Yeah, no, I definitely remember there was a long period where I did not like Urianger, and I was very suspicious of him. And I was not too happy about
And all
him.
but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
But no, we're back. We're back. Urianger's great. I like him. Again.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
Okay, I agree with that.
I cannot say. Not when so little is known.
Oh, I guess he's not saying no, he's just saying I can't.
Ere
So.
I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo, then, without further
We were just there. Why didn't we just tell him to meet us there?
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin.
Okay, that's not
Naturally,
good.
my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed, I shall make it my task to. The voice. It calleth to me once more.
I hear it too.
Only you. Only you.
No!
What does this sound like? Is this the Shadowbringer?
Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
I'm so perplexed.
No. No, this can't be happening!
Oh, don't tell me Oranges. And Yustola? Sorry, I just like slammed my desk a little bit there. I'm sorry.
Yustola!
Oh no, guys. Why does always happen?
Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something. Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
Oh man, why? These Scions could not catch a break, man. I feel like every time, you know, they get recovered and healthy, something bad happens again. You know, like we spent most of this expansion with Kryl and Y'shtola hurt, and then Alize got hurt, and now Y'shtola's hurt again, and Thancred's hurt, and man, it's rough. It feels like Heaven's Ward. We're going into a new expansion with like none of the Scions. Like, it's just gonna be me, you know, one of the twins, and Tataru. It's kind of it. That's all that's left. And I guess Kryle's somewhere out there, but we have no idea where she's at or how she's doing. But I would very much like to see her. That'd be lovely. I could use all the help we can get. Man, this is just... Oh, this is brutal. I mean, I still don't think the messages are like an attack or malicious in any way, but if it's kind of like hurting the Scions in this way, then I mean that's kind of bad. But I feel like if the Ascians had the power to like do that, then don't you think they would have done it before? Like, why is this happening now if it... And if it's a warning, or I guess if it is a warning, then why is it like hurting us in the process? Unless it's like, this is like such an extreme last resort warning that like in order to do it is going to cause like casualties. And maybe I'm like the only one that can kind of withstand it and do something about it. Yeah, like, it's kind of, I'm just gonna like want to sit and think for a little bit, you know? Like, I just want to kind of think about what's happening. I think it's some new character we haven't met yet. Like, I don't think it's somebody we know, because I can't think of anybody that would have that power or would warn us like that. I thought that like maybe it was a Shadow Hunter, purely because they're kind of the only new character we've seen so far, and you know, maybe the only one that I know of that could possibly have that power, but it's more so just because I don't really know what his power is. It could be some like divine godlike being, similar to like Hydaelyn. But I don't really know, you know, a whole lot about the gods to know who that could be. Maybe it's like an Ascian who is like defecting? I don't know. Maybe it's like Eldebus, but I have no idea like who Eldebus really is or what his plans are. He kind of seems like all over the place. But I feel like he's talked to us in the past, but it's kind of been like a different form. So I don't think he would like send that message to us. Is it maybe like the shadow god that the Ascians are trying to like bring forth? Is that who's like talking to us? That could be a possibility. But again, like I just keep on feeling like in my gut that it's not like malicious, like it's some sort of extreme warning. But I guess it could be some like, you know, whatever the shadow god that the Ascians are trying to like bring forth. It's not like the Warrior of Darkness, right? Like the Warrior of Darkness isn't trying to like contact us. I don't know. Those are kind of like my theories. That's kind of what's on my mind right now. I'm not sure if any of it's right. I feel like it's probably something I just don't know, or I couldn't possibly guess. This is an unprecedented predicament for the Scions. We must remain strong, at least, at least for us, most of all. Whoops. My bad. I cannot be discounted that Mrs. Krah has heard the voice as well. I'll ask Ataru to send her word of what has come to pass. Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. It happened before our very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the two of them to a private chamber. But tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in this like state in Ala Mhigo? I'm afraid so, though given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I will send word to Lys that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades, and how it may be cured. Thus we will rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Ori. That we will. But first things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them, or I must attend to a private matter? I definitely don't want to leave Alize on her own. Like, I feel like Alize, it's just me and you now. Like, we're gonna stick together. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in Limsa Laminsa. He's been waiting at Milsham Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. Oh, is it someone we know? Yeah, I definitely don't want to leave Alize alone. Like, it's just me and you now. It's just me and you. We gotta stick together, please. I'm tired of losing Scions. I can't do this anymore. My heart can only take it so much. I don't want anybody else to die. Man, crazy. Ugh. What a day. Okay, we are going to Milsham Command. And that is located, I do not know, over here. As you probably guessed, it's Gabu we've come to see. Oh, what? The private here will bring him out to us. Ever since the Milsham took him in, we've tried to visit as often as I can. And after what befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain, Gabu. Can we make Gabu an honorary Scion? Or can we have him just join the Scions? Oh, Gabu, I forgot about you. My boy. My baby boy. Look at him.
Here he is, my lady.
Can he stay with the Scions? Can he live at the Rising Stones with us? Please, can we take him home with us? Oh, little Gabu.
Gabu, it's been too long.
Oh. Oh, he's still mute. Poor boy.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then.
Hey, Ali, how's it going? We're kind of in some sad moments right now. It's not going great for the Scions. It's not going great. Some rough stuff happening. And then Gabu comes just to bring the tears out. Yeah, you totally get it. Yeah. You cried last stream? Oh. Oh no, this game is crazy.
Share of trouble since coming to Eorzea.
Such a roller coaster.
Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well.
I hope your community night went well. I hope you had fun with that.
But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
Yeah, you still have me. Oh, I like both of these options. I feel like you don't have to bear the burden alone is good. You still have me. Yeah, let's do this one. You don't have to bear this burden alone. Because I guess that kind of like encapsulates you still have me too.
No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
We have a lot of friends to save again. We have a lot of friends to save. Gabu. Alright, deep breath. Deep breath. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Let's return to the Rising Stones. We'll take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. Yeah, I'm glad I came, actually. That was good to see Gabu again. Our little baby boy. Okay. Okay. One thing I do want to know, one thing that's kind of like always bothering me is him. Unicolai. He's been very quiet for a long time. And I'm very curious what he knows, or who he is, or what he is, or where he's from. Dude's chilling? Yeah, he's just like hanging out here. What do you know? Who are you? Where are you? What are you? Why are you? Yeah, it's been awfully quiet. Just came out of nowhere. Just like Urionju's like, hey, I have this kid. He's gonna tell you to go fight some icons. Just listen to him. Oh, didn't he come from like a different world? Wait, hold on. Didn't he come from a different world? Wasn't he like with the Asians and like brought over from a different world? I totally forget like his storyline. Yeah, didn't his world like collapse similar to the Warrior of Darkness? The Warring expansion. God. Oh god. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori's right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. Would Kryle know anything? I feel like Kryle's like a pretty smart person. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days, some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphino to the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire. They march on in their face to great adversary, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most. I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise I'll have good tidings to share with you when you do. Oh, I don't want to leave, Alize. We gotta stick together. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Uh-oh. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I should be the one to sigh. I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree? What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists.
Who's this dude?
I built it.
Wait, I thought Zolas died.
Oh dear. Have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
What's going on?
Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty.
Also, like, the thing in his forehead's different than the other Guardians.
To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power. And there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
What is happening?
You fiends are overfond of your own voices. Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
I'm like...
Such a waste of time and energy. Both yours and mine. Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Oh, there's Alpha Gnome. That's good. I'm like, I don't have words right now. I don't have any words. What in the world? Wait, so like, Solus didn't actually die, but he stepped away from the throne. So was his name Varys could take the throne? But then Solus is also an Ascian who... I don't know. Oh god. Dead. All dead. Yet I see no wounds, nor any evidence of battle. Take them. I finally used it. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Gurabania. A gas. Oh, we know the Black Rose, it was called. And to breathe it, to breathe your last. And that did this? I thought the project abandoned, and its vile fruit destroyed. But no one else could have wrought such an atrocity. Fools, what do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Nay. Wait, this is not the work of men, but monsters, the Asians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of a bringer of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Asians and put an end to their plot. Oh boy, I need like a few minute break. I'm gonna go like stretch, use the bathroom. So give me a few minutes and oh yeah, this game is crazy. Oh man. Yeah, let's take a couple minute break, try to like collect my thoughts. And then I'll be right back. Cause my brain's like all over the place. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I am back. Yeah, I don't really know like where my head's at or how to like comprehend what just happened. I'm kind of confused by like the whole situation in Garlemald. It seems like they're kind of more entwined with the Ascians than initially I thought, and like it's not that the Ascians are kind of working with the Garleans, it's that like literally the Garleans were like our Ascians pretty much, or at least were like founded by an Ascian and kind of under like Ascian rule. I don't know, it's just like there's so many parts. It's just I don't know, so much to think about, so many like different parts and different motives, and it's just a lot. So I'm gonna kind of like try to calm my brain down a little bit, and we'll just continue on with the main story quest and see if maybe, I don't know, see what's next.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elfino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Oh, Kryl, thank God. Thank the heavens. Oh, I've never been more relieved to see you.
Kryl.
Thank you,
I
Kryl.
thought you were busy delving into the mysteries of
Oh,
Eureka.
okay, so she was back in Eureka. Okay, that makes sense.
When word reached me of the
Okay.
plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one
Oh,
of those
it's so
times
good
you
to
should
see
feel free to
Kryl.
call on me.
We have like an actual adult.
Personal circumstances.
Oh, we need an adult.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Kryl. We would welcome your insight.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Kryl.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
She's so good. I love Kryl.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault, but I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone. A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh? Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, so good to see you, Kryl. So good to see you.
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms. Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation. I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else. Yes?
Okay, so Crowd didn't hear the voice. Okay.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place,
Maybe their souls are still stuck
then
there.
it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred. I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy. Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm
I
able
wondered
to
if
keep the
Master
attempt.
Matoya would come back
So
into the
I
story.
suggest we pay her a visit.
I was like just thinking about her as like kind of another adult figure who could help us. Makes total sense to go back to her. Especially if it involves, you know, Y'shtola. So much stuff going on. This has been a very like eventful past 2 hours. They're really cramming a lot of like crazy story stuff into this moment. A lot of crazy stuff is happening. Oof, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, look at this. The botanical garden built by the Charlians was once home to fauna and flora collected from across the realm, a study of which yielded numerous discoveries regarding us, our natural world. Sadly, it was abandoned in the Exodus and teeming with life. The teeming life within left to run wild and unchecked. There it is. Did Alize meet Master Matoya? I don't think so, right? Please do keep Alphino's little speech to yourself. It can be awfully sensitive at times. I heard Master Matoya was something of a recluse, but this seems extreme. They'll happily overlook her eccentricities if she agrees to help us. Ugh, so many cutscenes. So many cutscenes.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems.
Matoya's voice actor is really good.
Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
Yeah, I mean, how do we explain, like, what has all happened? So much is going on.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could their ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the broodmother's daughter all over again.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe, and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way.
Well, Alamigos isn't under attack, is it?
That was Lee's. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
Oh?
I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Oh yeah, because Maxima wasn't with Alphino when he was with the
Go,
Shadowhunter.
child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Okay, this is kind of good news, yeah, right? We're kind of somewhat closer to...
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes.
I was going to mention that.
Beginning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
Is Kitty available? No, I'm not sure where Kitty's at, unfortunately. Hi, Badger. If she comes out, I'll let you know. I think she might be sleeping in my closet. It's like one of her hiding spots. Yeah, if she comes out, though, I'll let you know. I don't see her anywhere near me. Sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. I've never seen a soul's thread end so abruptly before. So that was the woman who tamed Y'shtola. I had the distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of my neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me. When Alphino's back, I'd like to visit again and ask what tales she has of grandfather. I almost can't bear to hear that Maxim has to tell us. But it can't be bad news, can it? Lise would have said. Sorry about that. I just sneezed. Sorry. There's no point speculating. Lee said she'd notify the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace gate and the Alamegan Quarter. Be praying for good news. Learn what you can about Alphina's plight, and leave the search for our friends' lost souls to me. Oh, is Krau staying here then? Yeah. Okay, Isaiah, just me and you again. It's just me and you. Let's go hear about Alphino. Oh boy. Lots of back and forth. I'm going all over the place. Greetings, sire. The commander told me to expect you. I'll show you in. Yes.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is
Alize,
Alphino?
just take it down a couple notches.
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing.
It's more of a crash, not a landing.
As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians.
The Shadow Hunter.
This Shadow Hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's Guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon.
Yeah, Rabon is cool.
Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on!
Oof.
No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Oh, don't tell me not again. If Alize...
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
He keeps on saying throw wide the gates. Okay, Alize's okay. Okay.
You heard it too.
It's weird that Lise isn't hearing it. But I guess she's not like a son anymore.
At least we're both still standing.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Yeah, I mean, if the Garleans are preparing for war, then might as well go tell the people of Doma. So Alphino is safe, for the present at least. Now all we need to worry about is the full-scale Imperial invasion. Yeah, that's like, you know, that's nothing compared. Oh god. Now, all we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. I'm actually at least tasked us with visiting Lortian. Better be dashing from place to place than sitting around stewing over things we can't change. To the Enclave. Yeah, but you know, at least this time, like, Eorzea is united, you know? We have, like, Ishgard and Gridania. Limsel and Minsold, so it's not like they're just on their own. I have, yeah, I have. So I just got the wolf, the Stormblood, like, extra mount. And then I do have the... these are pets, whoops. I do have the 2 horses, so I have Nightmare and Kirim. And then I have the Firebird, too. Yeah, I've been pretty thorough about getting all of those. Yeah, it's been fun. I really enjoyed like trying to solo and get through like the extreme primal fights. It's been a good time. Or the extreme trials, I should say, because I guess they're not all primals. Man, what a day. What a day. So much stuff is happening. This is crazy. They're really just kind of like shoving as much stuff as they can at me. Raubon's left arm. That's an actual title? Oh, I love the little crown they have. The makeup's really good too, like the eye makeup. Yep, I got this too. The Omega Raids. I got... Wait, weren't you there to help us, Badger? When I got that? Didn't you help us like the final? Yeah, you were there. Yeah, I got both of those. Yeah, because Omega was like a really hard fight for just the 2 of us. I am come to represent the lands of Naxia. Long have we struggled in defiance of the Empire, waiting for such an opportunity as this alliance presents. The fall of Aramnashtu was not the end of our nation. We who survived retreated underground and have been gathering strength to mount a counteroffensive. Dalmasca would rise again. The Imperials have enjoyed the freedom of the Ruby Sea for long enough. It is time they paid their dues. After their humbling at your hands, Magni and the Ornir have spent every waking moment upon the training fields. Defeat does not sit well with the son and his child. We, the Blue Clojan, will not submit to the Empire's tyranny. If only our Red Brethren would awaken to their folly. Alone, Doma could accomplish little against the Empire, but in concert with the allies we've gathered here today, we might do much. Bunko, you've arrived at time to witness the beginnings of our new alliance. Our proposal struck a chord with many of our neighbors, I am pleased to say. Well, good, because you might be under attack soon. Greetings, my friend. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly found alliance. The Kojin and the Confederacy you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the Steppes tribes. We have also been joined by our neighbors from Naxia and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca, though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official induction. These proud people have united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Gallian Empire. I'm glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon need your strength. What about like that bunny tribe? I guess maybe it'd be hard to like get them to join. Is like the Vera? Is the bunny race the Vera? Thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate was never far from my thoughts, not only because he is our emissary, as for his sudden deployment of Imperial forces. Oh crap, I just missed that whole thing. Oops, sorry. Every report received from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our walls and the burn is in place. An all-important Allegan energy bearer. The energy bearer. Yes, I thought to call it something more auspicious. A name drawn from our four lords of legend. Perhaps Seeryu's Aegis. Or some such. Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers reported that they finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field witch protect Azaslav firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. I will come too, if you don't mind. Though I am no Y'shtola, I may be able to offer some insight. Of course, time being of the essence. It would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yagiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the war council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lords. Where are the storms? Ginger salad. Ooh, that sounds really good, actually. How about it? I wonder if Sid can, like, make any contraptions that could help defend Alamiga. I guess he doesn't really do that much stuff for, like, war, though. It's kind of, like, not his thing. You obviously have some idea of what to expect, having seen the barrier in Azaslav, but having not had the pleasure myself, I'm exceedingly curious to see a wall capable of keeping out one of those massive Imperial airships. I expect Suino Sato failed to answer the call. Not that I blame the Ruby Princess. Enlightened as she is reputed to be, it could be no easy task for setting her people to relinquish their long-held isolation. Oh yeah, I forgot about them. That's totally right. They were like, yeah, Suino Sato. Forgot about that questline. We will cross the burn by Yol and Falcon, as before. Join me at the Overlook near the House of the Fierce. Oh boy. Yeah, man, I really wonder like how much I have left until Stormblood or Shadowbringers. Oh boy. Redacted? Oh. Okay, I will say, you've done this in the past, but if I end the stream and I'm like, hey, there's like 15 minutes left, you can let me know. Just so I can maybe finish it all in like one stream, but don't do that unless it's like, I'm gonna end the stream and it's like, hey, there's like one quest left, just like knock it out now. Just because I would like to kind of, you know, wrap it up in like a stream if I can. But yeah, if it's, unless it's like that situation, then don't, you know, then don't say anything. Let us pray there are no sandstorms brewing up there. Give the word when you're ready to take wing. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming like this, it's been a very long time since you played all this, so you might not know like exactly, you know, the timings of things, but yeah, if it's okay. Oh, you do know? Okay. Okay. But yeah, if it's, yeah, just, you get it. You get it.
Engineers have matters well in hand.
Oh, you have a list of all the quests? Oh, okay, well that helps then. That, I guess that makes a little sense.
Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
I'm assuming you also can like pull it up on like the Wikipedia, like the wiki page or something. So, yeah. I'm interested to see what this this barrier looks like. Crazy.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yams, 2,000, 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected.
Okay, it literally is just like a giant, just like a massive wall. Good lord, the Allagans are crazy.
4,000, 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yams.
That's
We've done it.
insane. I'm just like, how? It's so wild.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize.
They
They
can
can test
test
on
on
you
your
all
wall.
for us.
Exactly. Does he just like smack right into it? It's practical. I love Lord Hume. He's great.
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
He's awesome. I love his personality. His voice lines are great too. Is this a Shadow Hunter? Oh no, why is Alphino like that?
By the gods, it's Alphino.
What crazy timing.
What are you? Let me go!
I get two guesses. I'm assuming he heard the messages too and his soul's like taken from his body.
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
Oh, we're all too aware.
No, not him too.
We'll get to meet the Shadow Hunter though. That's cool.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem.
Yeah, crazy
Is a day for
timing.
fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Wait. Wait, what? Wait, whoa, hold on. Hold on, what? What? No, wait. Wait, what? What? I'm like, my brain like is not working right now. Did we ever see Gaius without his mask? What is happening? I need like a moment. I need like a moment. Like, I don't... He certainly has some history with the Ascians. That is true. He also has some history with me, because I thought I killed him. I just, like, I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. Hildebrand, where are you?
Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title.
I should have known from his sword. Oh, it just clicked.
Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died.
His sword is like, I think it's the same exact sword, right?
I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
You didn't recognize him either? Well, we never saw him without his mask, right?
Do you remember how it unfolded?
Wait, that's right, though. We never saw him without his mask. You think we have?
How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god.
Okay. That kind of goes along with what I remember him saying, too.
At my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment, at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
Okay. Thanks. What a crazy moment. I would love to, like, hear what people were saying when this reveal was, like, first made.
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion. But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know.
Did I know that?
Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Habrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmett.
Okay, so we know Elidibus. I don't know who Emmett Felch is. I don't think we met him yet.
We have files on La Habrea and Elidibus.
Oh, did you heavy damage?
I believe this Emmett Selk is new to us.
Yeah. Oh, Emmett Selk? What did she say? Oh, Selk?
As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light.
And maybe they'll kind of get to this, but I just need to, like, voice my thoughts. So Elidibus kind of has, like, white robes, and he's trying to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. And also, what's his name, like, Soros? Saurus, when he was talking to Varys, I forget their names, hopefully those are right. He also mentioned like maintaining the equilibrium between darkness and light. Oh, Solus, okay, yeah. He also mentioned maintaining the equilibrium between darkness and light, but I thought the Ascians are trying to bring like complete darkness. So why are they mentioning like equilibrium? Like, why is there too much light right now? Because I feel like their whole thing is they want to like bring about darkness and like bring about their dark god. Do I have it completely wrong? Or redacted? Is it something I should know? Like, it's something I maybe missed from I'll find out later? Okay. Yeah, because I'm kind of confused between, like, they keep talking about, like, you're not completely sure? Yeah, they keep talking about, like, an equilibrium, but at the same time, I thought the Ascians were kind of like, they just want darkness. You know, well, of course you know what they're doing. You played the game. Alright, we'll just maybe continue. Yeah, that maybe if it's... We'll just be cautious.
I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets.
Okay, yeah, and I said I think that they would probably answer it, but I just want to like kind of voice my thoughts. So maybe it sounds like we have too much light. This is kind of like one part of the story that I'm a little confused about, is like the light and darkness. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just like a little muddy about like the light and darkness, and then also kind of what happened to the Warrior of Darkness's world, where it seems like the balance kind of tipped too far into the light and it kind of ended his world. And maybe... But it's like, I've been doing too many deeds for Hydaelyn's name is upset the balance. But isn't Hydaelyn like losing the battle right now? Isn't Hydaelyn like failing to stop calamities? Like she couldn't... Is she? Well, I mean, I guess we're still here, but wasn't it the whole thing where it's like she's becoming weaker? And she failed to stop like the 7 other calamities? I don't know, there's just so much to this game. It's so hard to follow along. It's so hard. Yeah, I thought like she wasn't doing... Like she was struggling in her fight against the darkness and the Ascians. That was that like whole cutscene where we were like talking to Minfilia and like things were super serious. Let's kind of continue maybe though. Yeah, your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance. Okay, so if he's saying it's upset the balance, and I'm assuming it's been tipped... I know, I keep on looking at you guys like, please give me something. Upset the balance, it's too dangerous. I believe she seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As the leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. Okay, so Gaius is saying that the scales have tipped too much towards the light, so the Ascians are trying to make it balanced again? But that seems so weird, though.
It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention.
That's the poison, like the gas.
They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility, and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant
Oh,
itself.
damn, okay.
Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
Oh, so Xenos wasn't the clone, it was Solus.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations? Or was it the will of the Emperor?
Okay, so we're kind of alluding to the fact that, yeah, the Ascians have been behind the Garleans.
I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
Oh, I get what you're saying, Badger. Yeah, totally. Yeah, they did an incredible job in, like, kind of keeping so many, like, plot lines going throughout multiple expansions and making characters, like, relevant at different parts of the story. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, nothing seems, like, wasteful or unnecessary or useless. Like, every character, every plot kind of has, like... Yeah, kind of has, like, some meaning or comes back at some point, or... It's great. Yeah, I like it. We have too many enemies right now. Like, there's no point in saying we'll settle this in no time. That's insane. Like, you're right. There are far more important things at hand.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises.
Yeah, like,
unlike yours,
it's insane.
My strength of will and my restraint was found wanting.
And it's crazy how, like, I'll say, like, 80% of the Ascians is just hearing their name. Like, we hardly ever see them. We hardly ever, like, see what they're doing or, like, how they're doing it. We just kind of hear, like, little tidbits here and there, like a little, you know, cutscene. You know, of course, we fought them in the past a few times, but most of the time we hear about the Ascians, we just, like, hear their name and something they've done. And yet they still kind of remain to be, like, such an insane threat and, like, so just incredibly interesting, even just from kind of hearing their name here and there. You know, like, pretty much all of Stormblood, like, we never even saw them yet. They kind of, like, had a hand in everything. It's crazy. Really good, like, villain organization, if you will. Even if it's just kind of like generic, like, dark robe cultists in a way.
Unexpected ally, to say the least. Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Yeah, we'll probably need to take him back to the Waking or Rising Stones. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Yeah, in Rome Reborn, they were just kind of like, you know, black robe cultists just causing little chaos here and there. It's crazy to see, like, how, you know, much they have their hand in, and and of how deep their chaos and influence really goes. Even should our alliance send a contingent to Eorzea, I will stay here in Doma with the remainder of our forces. As much as I would enjoy taking Imperial heads at your side, we cannot leave our borders undefended. It's totally valid. What uncanny timing that Master Alphino should be returned to us, just as we were testing the barrier. I only hope a cure can be found for his malady. Otherwise, the War Council has endured an unanimous agreement to forestall the Empire's expansion plans in the region. Our allies are willing to send troops to fight in Eorzea. Interesting. Alphino is safely ensconced in a private chamber. My finest... Oh crap, I keep on doing that where I don't turn off auto-advanced text. I spoke with the physician. There are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in a sleep from which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. It seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away from the escape that caused... or a cursed voice... to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustration, Alize. I do, but Alphino has returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to awaken. Until then, you can fulfill your duties as a scion, yours and your brother's both. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made, and little time to make them. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Seru's wall works as intended, can we expect reinforcements for Alamico? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Be aware, however, they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boasted teleportation magics, the bulk of our force must be transported by sea, a lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Alderney Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distances in question, we're in the happy position to begin, or of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Alderney friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Alphino a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a Kyrogen accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stone. You have my thanks, Lord Ian. Yugiri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamico, enlist all those capable of teleportation, and put them at the disposal of the Eorzea Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. Least and the Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome the combined strengths of the East. I feel kind of bad though, like taking away troops from the East. Seems kind of dangerous. Meanwhile, at the Black Rose chemical plant, great. Boy.
Our supplies at Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
Oh, man.
See that you do.
Oh, there's Solus.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
So this is like an Ascian inside of Solus?
We Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well.
Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
Is he gonna shoot him again?
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
Oh, I don't like how like casual he says that. Oh, the way he walks too.
Well, you do what precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire.
But how is the calamity an equilibrium of balance?
You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged
Oh, sorry, bad time for an ad.
failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the Founding Father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
Oh, I hate this dude. He just like makes me cringe, and he's so evil.
Play out as planned. This will become something of a family enterprise.
How they make villains even worse than Asahi?
You will be the capstone of this world. I, the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
The star's fraudulent existence. Even this fraudulent existence. I don't like what's happening. There's too much stuff happening. They're saying too much stuff. Ugh. Go on ahead, Plunko. I will join you in Al Amigo with our advanced party as soon as I can. While you and Lord Hien, oh yeah, it's just kind of saying the same thing again. Parley on the front lines. I think I have like one more quest in me or something. I'm getting pretty tired. There's been so much stuff happening today. It's been a lot. Not this star. Well, I'm assuming like people refer to... I've heard it referred to like this star before, like this planet, this star. Or like this kind of solar system. Well, we must leave now to convene with the Eorzea's leaders. And then maybe some time before I return to Doma. Hakuo, I leave you in command. My lord. I feel like they've mentioned like this planet as like the star before. They've like referred to it as the star. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. I just received word from Lise. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to resistance officers stationed in Porta Praetoria who will point us in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. Here we are again, ready to fight the same foe. Yet I would not be anywhere else. This conflict concerns us all. Come what may, we cannot allow the Empire to regain its grip on Alamigo. Here, I think we found the guide Lise mentioned. Ah, he must be the sign party I was told to look out for. If you'll follow me, I'll take you directly to the Alliance headquarters. Yes. Ooh, new location. What is this? I like those cannons.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord here. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
So, Alphino won't wake up. Gaius Van Bael's
yeah, I watched the one for Stormblood, yeah, and for, yeah, I've watched all those.
Gas. Does that sound about right? Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, They returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
It's on my Discord. I think if you do schedule, I thought I have. There we go. Oh yeah, perfect. You got it. You got it. I was doing like slash for some reason. Yeah, that's like still correct. So Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. PST. No streams on Tuesday. Although I might stream this Tuesday, so it's not like a set in stone schedule, but those like times are correct. And then Saturday. Although tomorrow I will not be streaming for the holiday. So I would just check the Discord like stream schedule page, because it's hard to update that command so frequently. No, yeah, I won't be streaming tomorrow, unfortunately, just because the holiday. I'll be busy. But I'll be back on, and I won't be streaming Sunday either. I'll be back on Monday for Vintage Story, and then I might just stream like all week, like Tuesday through Saturday next week. Yeah, that's good too. Just like look out for notifications. But yeah, I think my Discord's the best because it's easiest to update. The command is kind of just more of like a rough idea of when you can expect me. Okay, so Varys will be attending the negotiations or meeting.
The Emperor himself. Well,
Oh.
Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission.
Yeah. So if you want like the times, it's always the same. It's always 5 p.m. PST on weekdays, and then 11 a.m. PST on Saturdays. Yeah, that usually those times are like always consistent. I'm sometimes late here and there, and when I say sometimes, I mean all the time. But usually it's like not that late. So those times are always consistent. The days are what kind of changes.
But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Is this a trap?
Gods, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it. Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I'd be there anyways. I'm not fond of politics either. Ooh, yikes.
Oh, you're not, are you? Come on, if Alizé can put on a brave face, then so can you. Now, we don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand should make all the difference.
I'm worried it's like a trap, like they're gonna get everybody important in one space and then like...
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join.
Okay, I guess we're just jumping into this. Let's do it. I got time. Do I have energy? No. Do I have mental strength to get through this? No, but how much time? Okay, see we're I mean, like I got nothing going on. I could stream for another like half an hour or hour. Is Emperor Varys enthralled to the Ascians? That is the question. Finishing this quest should be fine. Okay. If Charlie could not negotiate peace with the Empire, I rather doubt war could be avoided here. But every moment we steal for our preparations will count in the final reckoning. Should the Empire decide to ignore the rules of parley, we could be fighting far sooner than we'd like. Keep your weapons close. It does kind of feel like we're close to the end. Like, even if nobody spoils it for me, like it kind of feels like we're almost there. Well, I don't suppose it's polite to keep an Emperor waiting too long, shall we? Parley with the Emperor. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we're in like, I don't know. I still feel like this is a trap. Oh my god, look at all of us. We're not in height order though. Ooh, I'm nervous.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, on behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
I know. I love his, like, his chest spike. His, like, one chest
Your
spike.
Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you.
Yeah, you tell him, Nanimum. Oh my
As
god, look at the
recent
difference
events
between the two of them.
in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
I mean, this isn't gonna lead anywhere, right? Like, it's...
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that
I guess it's
grinds
more
our
just like
faces
buy
into the
time,
dirt?
right? Like, we know war's inevitable, so might as well just like buy time to kind of get our forces prepared.
I expect you to weigh the costs. to recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Well, yeah, of course they don't want to have a war, but they know it's kind of inevitable, so we might as well like negotiate and kind of like buy some time for preparations.
I fear I can
for
personally
defenses.
attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned.
I feel like Ceramic should mention the Ascians.
Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Come on, Ceramic, fight back! Come on, dude! Ugh, Ceramic.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of Ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
Man, nobody can stand up to him.
In the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Dang, Varys is just like, man, he just kind of took control of that entire conversation. I don't think anybody said, and like, wow, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. For a moment, I feared our talks would descend into violence there and then. As it speaks of just like for politics, but our honest plea may very well have prevented an early battle. Whatever rebuttal I had in mind was lost when Varys mentioned my father. Yeah, like none of the rebuttals anybody with the Alliance said like worked. Varys just like always had a perfect retort. The man is certainly skilled at keeping his opponents off balance. I do wonder at Emperor Varys' decision to attend these negotiations. It's plain he has no intention of hearkening to our entreaties, but what then is his goal? It is true that Limsa's beginnings were not wholly honorable, but our old wrongs do not make the Empire's deeds right. Why do I get the feeling the Emperor is hiding something? Varys hold fast to his ideals, just as I knew he would. He will not be swayed from his path. For years we have ruled the Empire, and with no end in sight, a parley such as this represents a unique opportunity, and I would not squander it with bitter words. Phew, this is really not my forte. After his radiance little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. Just asked myself what Alphinaud would have done. Tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with this man, or with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have something insight to share. I just talked to them. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Varys' relationship with the Ascians. Yeah, we haven't mentioned the Ascians yet. Like, Sir Aemeric could have totally mentioned that when he brought up his dad. As had we all. Yet if he is in league with them, it is not like to volunteer the fact, and he is not. And if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach that particular subject, we need to do it subtly. That I knew more of the man, if you would indulge. Me, Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Empire will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all of Golemald. Nor else in the heavens, come to that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden. The only worship permitted being that of his radiant's own person. Yeah, it sounds especially like religion in itself. I share your disdain for their hypocrisy, even as they denigrate the idea of faith. They revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine. 'Tis a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varys to reveal something. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of tricky to, like, bring up the Ascians. It's not, like, an easy topic to mention. I will say this one thing for Varys. He is well versed in Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies. Yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. Then it's up to us to change that. Yeah, here and now. You would have me ask the Emperor himself. Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. Oh, have mercy! But for Lady Alisaie's timely interjection, we might well have come to blows at the negotiating table. Not that Emperor Varys left us a great many options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I'd say yes, but I have well, I'm getting stumbled. I'm talking a lot today. But I've heard him speak. How can I help but think he came with some other end in mind? Exactly, he's building up something. I know it. Then how about we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Wait, say nothing of Xenos of the Ascians. No. Invite Varys to explain himself, maybe? I don't know. I mean, none of those options seem really great. I believe he's more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease. Perhaps you're right. Or you believe. But thank you, Blanco. Oof, so much. I'm really glad there's a lot of, like, voice acted cutscenes, because, man, so much reading past few days. You've spoken with everyone then? Good. Now all that remains is to await the pleasures of the Emperor, and hope we fare better the second attempt.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat Icons posed to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by Icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
Oh, I don't like any of that.
What in Rorga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
There is mention.
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Gallian Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Oh my god, okay. I mean, this just seems like something a generic hero would say. Like, of course I'm going to stop him and the Ascians, but I kind of like the prize of the law, your masters are demons. I kind of like this one. That's a little harder than just saying, like, I'll stop you with the power of friendship. Yeah, we're just going to do this one. Not that it really matters, I don't think.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
I mean, I'm a hero. I don't know if I'm a generic hero, though. Lalafels aren't generic.
Race beneath a single standard.
I don't like your perfect race idea. I don't like hearing you say that.
Army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
Okay, I think the negotiations are off.
It is unthinkable, unconscionable.
I mean, they all fought in the last calamity, so it kind of makes sense that they'd be the ones to speak out.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
Yeah, so like, they refer to stars as like planets, like interchangeably.
We are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I mean, yeah. I cannot condone such a loss of life. We can defeat the Ascians as we are. Okay, now I'll say generic hero. We can defeat the enemy with the power of friendship. Oh man.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Oh boy. Ready for another war? Oh god. Oh, here's the camp. Yeah, I love all these like cannons and artillery. These things look so cool. I'm like, too much stuff has happened. There's been way too much stuff happening in like the past almost 4 hours. Man, it's just been insane. What an insane ride. Oh man, look at all these people to talk to too. The Temple Knights are deployed in full strength. There's his future, Ishkar's future, and our fates ride upon the outcome of this conflict. Good stuff, please don't happen. When's like the expansion where we like go to the beach and like drink nice like fruity cocktails and like relax for a little bit? When does that happen? When do we get some time off? When's like the beach trip episode? I would like that now, please. Oh, my first engagement is Flame General, and it's a full-scale war with the Empire. I feel some measure of nervousness, of course, but I swear I'll make Father proud in the battles to come. Who's this guy? Oh, there's more one. We kind of had it swimming. It's not what I meant. It makes a twisted kind of sense that the Empire was built by the Chaos Bringers themselves. The revelation yet rattles me, but now that we know our enemies are one and the same, we have a target upon which to unleash the full force of the Alliance. Send me to the front lines if you please. We'll give the Imperials a taste of the Maelstrom's cannons, not to mention my axe. And my axe. I was born in the Empire, but I will never serve the Emperor. Only the Seed Seer commands my loyalty. Oh, really? Oh, that's fun. Oh, man, that's a good idea. I guess I have, like, all the videos saved, but... like a little snapshot. I refuse the Emperor's words with all my being. What justice is there in an ideal that demands the sacrifice of so many? We suspect the Astians meddled in the shadows of the Empire, but the truth is far beyond the wildest imagining. At least now we know the face of our enemy, and need not hesitate to strike at its heart. I'm glad we arrived in time to aid in the battle. Though our vanguard may be small, those few are our chosen elite, the finest warriors of the Far East. His grand plan is to bring about more calamities. This is insanity. This madman must be stopped at all costs. The Empire exists to wage war, and a war it shall have, but its vast armies pour in like tides themselves. This could very well be the greatest military threat Eorzea has ever faced. I come back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle. So as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, it did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. Okay. It's a question mark. The face of war. Do I continue? Do I call it? I don't know. I should stop here? Okay. Okay, I will stop here then. Yeah, because it's getting late. I need food. I'm like, I am mentally exhausted. Yeah, like I really want to power through it and just like get to Shadowbringers, just so like next stream I can start that, but I'm assuming there's still quite a bit more left and like a lot more heavy stuff, so yeah, maybe it's best if we just call here for today. And next Final Fantasy stream we'll get to Shadowbringers, and then the stream after that will kind of like start Shadowbringers. Because yeah, I'm like out of breath. This has been a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed. This has been an insane the run into yeah, it's yeah. It's been wild. It's been insane. So yeah, I'm gonna, for my own sanity and health, I'm gonna call it there for today. But thank you so much for watching, as always. Like I said, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Friday night and the rest of your weekend. I'll be back on Monday. Unfortunately, not for Final Fantasy. I'll be playing some Vintage Story. But I think I'll stream on Tuesday, just to like get right back into this and play more Final Fantasy. So, yeah. Hope to see y'all. You're calling it now? What are you calling? Final Fantasy 14 on Monday? No. I really want to, but no. We're gonna play some Vintage Story. Yeah. So, but Tuesday Final Fantasy. I can promise that. Tuesday Final Fantasy. Yeah, sorry, so we gotta wait a little bit for more stuff, but I think that's good. I might go back and watch. I know Jesse Cox, who's like a very big Final Fantasy streamer. I know he has some like beginner lore guides that are kind of like spoiler safe. So I might go back and watch those and just kind of see if I can get some good recaps on like the history of like the world and just kind of like some beginner lore stuff. Really, they're all like a Realm Reborn esque, and they're all safe for like spoilers, and I trust them very much, so I'll look into them. But I just kind of want some like, I don't know, just kind of like a Realm Reborn backstory and like some more kind of like recapping and better understanding. But I'll take a look at them and think about it. But yeah, regardless, I'm back on Monday for more games, so I hope to see you all soon. Bye everybody, bye bye. Oh, what do you got? What's up? Any last comments? Oh really? Oh, let's take a look at this. Oh, that's very lovely. We'll put up on stream and end on that note. There we are. That's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, well thanks everyone again for watching. And I'll see you all soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.